Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing Avatar: The Last Airbender, episode 11. Last time we got to see Sokka really step up and finally get, believed. He was in a circumstance where he had actually showed that he has a heart for somebody, and he's able to we've seen some good stuff about him, but it was nice to see him really have to be the one to step up and protect everybody. I mean, he really did save a lot of lives, got everybody out of that village. It was just a good episode. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Let's go ahead and start. The hell's he doing in there?
Aren't you forgetting the tarp?
Right, got it.
Sokka, you're supposed to put the tarp on top of the tent. So we don't get rained on.
God, I miss camping.
Seeing how it's the
I haven't gone
season,
camping in
you're
forever.
not. Besides, that tarp makes a pretty warm blanket.
But what if it does rain?
What if it doesn't? Then I would have put the tarp up for nothing.
You're infuriating.
Katara, why don't you worry about gathering the firewood? Because that kindling's looking pretty sorry.
This is normal.
You don't like my firewood.
This is normal brother and sister fights.
You're not gonna do your job.
Okay, I get the grub if you guys got the... Hey, where's the campfire?
They got
What
nothing.
happened to the tent?
Why don't you ask Miss Know-It-All, Queen of the Twigs?
Oh yeah? Well, you're Mr. Lazy Bum, king of the tents.
He's better at insults.
Okay.
We got to give
Listen,
Sokka that.
guys,
Sokka's king of the one-liners.
All in a day's work for the Avatar.
Solving problems. And they're fighting now. He got the bigger
Momo,
piece.
That's fair. Appa's got 5 stomachs.
Oh, well. I guess that's true.
There it is, guys. The Great Divide.
Wow.
Huh.
I could just stare at it forever.
Huge.
Okay, I've seen enough.
How can you not be fascinated, Sokka? This is the largest canyon in the entire world.
Then I'm sure we'll be able to see it very clearly from the air while we fly away. Hey, if you're looking for the canyon guide, I was here first.
Ooh,
What?
canyon guide.
Tour?
Sounds informative.
Do they get a tour here in the middle of nowhere?
He's an earthbender, and the only way in and out of the canyon is with his help. And he's taking my tribe across next. Calm down, we know you're next.
All
You
stuck
wouldn't be
up.
calm if the Fire Nation destroyed your home and forced you to flee. My whole tribe
Isn't
has
that
to
to
walk
everybody?
thousands of miles to the capital city of Ba Sing Se.
You're a refugee.
I feel like the Fire Nation has
Tell me
done this
something
to
I
so
don't
many people.
They've been the enemies of my tribe for 100 years. Hey, Shanks! I'm saving a spot for my tribe, so don't even think of stealing it.
Where are the rest of the Ganjin? Still tidying up their campsite?
Yes, but they sent me ahead of them to hold a spot.
I didn't know the canyon guide took reservations.
Of course you didn't. That's the ignorance I'd expect from a messy Zhang. So unorganized and ill-prepared for a journey.
I think they could kick the living crap out of you, to be fair. You might not want to make them angry. Oh, well, that would be the Earthbender.
Sorry about the wait, youngsters. Who
Or somebody that just
ready
has the
to
power of
visit
rocks.
Canyon?
One of them, I think.
I was here first. My party's on their way.
I can't guide people who aren't here.
Guess you guys will have to make the trip tomorrow.
Wait, here they come.
They are total opposites. No wonder they don't get along.
Into these spoiled Ganjins, sick people get priority over old people.
What if they're old and sick?
Giants wouldn't have so many sick people if you weren't such slobs.
If you Ganjins weren't so clean, maybe you wouldn't live to be so old.
I could
Isn't that a good thing?
Ready to put your peacemaking skills to the test?
I don't know. Fight over chores is one thing. These people have been feuding for 100 years.
Everyone listen up!
Yeah, how do you...
This is the Avatar. And if you give him a chance, I'm sure he can come up with a compromise that will make everyone happy.
I guess if there's anybody that can make two groups that have been fighting for 100 years not fight, would be the Avatar. Because they said 4th century, right? For 100 years. So maybe before that they were together or not fighting because there was an Avatar that existed. I'm kind of getting that from this.
We wouldn't travel with you pompous fools anyway.
Just go on one side and the other.
Here's the deal. You're all going down together and Appa here will fly your sick and elderly across. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, that's pretty fair. Well, damn. He's doing the Avatar job here.
Sorry, Appa.
Making people,
You'll have to do this on your own.
putting people together.
This feuding tribe stuff is serious business. Are you sure it's a good idea getting involved in this?
To tell the truth, I'm not sure. But when have I ever been?
He's the Avatar, Sokka. Making peace between people.
I was
is
gonna
his
say
job.
that's his job.
This
Yeah.
job's gonna make us cross this whole thing on foot, isn't it?
Okay.
You're the one with him. You already know everything's
No
gonna be
food
tough.
allowed in the canyon.
You're with the Avatar.
Tracks dangerous predators. No food? This is ridiculous. Oh, you babies can go a day without food.
The dude's in the middle of nowhere by himself in a shack. What is he gonna give you?
Now we're heading down in 10 minutes. All food better be in your gut or in the garbage.
Yeah, see, I mean, they're walking separate anyway. It's not like they had to walk right next to each other. Oh.
Nice bending.
Well, that's
Now,
fortunate.
Much more than bending, kid. Folks want information. Many of you are probably wondering how canyons are formed.
It has to be. It's a tour guide. You got to give information that a lot of people just space out on.
Owned by Earth spirits who were angry at local farmers for not offering them a proper sacrifice.
Uh-oh.
Guess the spirits are still angry. Hope you all brought sacrifices.
If he's not there, they're all dead. Well, maybe Aang uses some type of airbending really quick and helps them, but that's
Everyone
almost
stand
death.
clear of the wall. Gotta make sure we can't be followed.
Ah,
We'll be
that's
safe
smart.
now.
Spider? Or something else? What the hell is that thing? I don't want to know. Monstrosity. See, instant tornadoes,
What was that?
Canyon
gusts of wind.
And there's
I
sure
like the
to be
look of
more.
some of this airbend. Some of the bending in general
They're
looks cool.
broken.
Without my arms, I got no bending. In other words,
Ooh.
Trapped in this canyon.
Can anybody just, I don't know, do something for him? Fix his arms? Got a
I thought the whole
chiropractor
point
there
of
or
dishing up
something?
food was so we wouldn't have to deal with things like canyon crawlers.
I hope you're happy. We're stuck in this canyon with no way out.
Why don't you thank yourself, food hider?
Look, sticking together is the only way to...
I'm not walking another step with the likes of them.
Now there's something we can agree on.
Any ideas?
Well, this
no
is
bending.
a
We
stalemate.
need to get out of this canyon. I won't die down here. I won't become part of the food chain.
See? We're going to become part of the food chain because of you.
Sure, unjustly blame the Zhang
Or
like
just
you
work
always do.
together.
Gladly.
Enough! I thought I could help you guys get along, but I guess that's not gonna happen. We should split up. Ganjin's on this side and Zhang's on that side. We'll travel in 2 separate lines.
Probably the most effective way of getting out of here.
Sokka, you go with the Zhangs, and Katara, you go with the Ganjins. See if you can find out why they hate each other so much.
Yeah, there's got to be a way to fix them. So, like, when you think about it, you see both groups. They're both different, obviously, but you put them together. You got warriors, but you also have intelligence, wealth, and like the combination of both could work really well together. And they'd probably just do better in general as a group. Hopefully, they can figure something out.
4. It's the dry season.
Exactly!
Besides, we like to use the tarp as a blanket.
Finally, someone gets it.
Sokka looks like he would thrive with them.
You really think it'll rain?
No, but you can never be too careful, right?
They're so quiet.
Would you care for some bread, Katara?
They were hiding
so it
food.
was you guys who had food.
Ah.
Oh, come now. You really think that tribe of thieves isn't smuggling food? Why should my people go
They
hungry
probably
when the
both
sneaky
are.
Zhangs are stuffing their faces?
But you're doing the same thing.
I guess it's
And you would have
okay
done
if
the same thing,
everyone's doing
probably.
it.
Patriarch of our tribe, Jin Wei, was an earthbender warrior who was assigned an important duty, transporting our sacred orb from the Great Eastern Gate to the Great Western Gate.
What the hell?
Taking the orb from the east to the west represents the sun's rising
And he
setting.
ran like that the
It
whole
was
way?
Our tribe's ancient redemption ritual.
Doesn't even look like
But
he's
as he
looking what's in
approached
front of
the
him.
gate,
Oh,
Jin
there we
Wei
go.
was attacked by one of the Zhang, a vermin named Wei Jin, who looked at the orb with envy. That coward Wei Jin knocked Jin Wei to the ground and stole our sacred orb. Our people have never forgotten.
Doesn't this seem like this could be one of those instances where things change over time and history is kind of lost the longer something is? Like there's some type of missing fact or something? Because that felt very one-sided. This guy's really, really good and he was doing things for good. And this guy was he just had a creep face and he did everything wrong. Yeah, there's something missing here. There's always two sides to
You
one
can
story.
never
They're probably going to say something completely different, huh?
We're horrible for endangering everybody by bringing food down here.
Mm-hmm.
The Ganjin think so badly of us, they probably assumed we brought food in and decided to bring food in themselves. That's why we brought food in.
Uh-huh.
Our conflict with the Ganjin goes back over 100 years.
It's gonna put them in a positive light, right?
Wei Jin was leaving the western gate of our village.
Oh,
when he
well,
saw a figure in the
they gave him the same look.
It was a man of the Ganjin tribe. Jin Wei collapsed on the ground.
What?
Noble Wei Jin stopped to help him.
Why
Jin
did they
Wei
make him
became
look so
a
weird?
sacred orb, a very powerful relic used in his tribe's redemption ritual. Wei Jin tried to tend to the man's wounds, but Jin Wei insisted the orb was more important and asked him to take it back to his tribe. Kind Wei Jin promised to send help for the man as soon as he could.
From one side, like I thought, from one side they're looking positive, and the other side, the other group is looking positive. But I can see some type of misunderstanding that happened here. Also, I don't know. There's something missing for sure.
That's just terrible. You gonna finish that?
Sure would be nice to be around one of those campfires, telling stories and laughing.
You got to be playing
It's okay,
kind of in the
Momo.
middle.
We'll be out of here soon enough. And then we can eat our weight in lychee nuts.
You got bugs.
Nah, I'll wait for the lychee nuts.
Yeah, it probably doesn't taste that good.
Only, isn't it? Being impartial.
I
He
wish we could
has
help
to,
these
though.
people get along, but it just seems impossible. Anyhow, I guess our biggest problem is getting out of here.
I'm not so sure the two problems are unrelated.
They still have to be very careful because he's not going to be able to help them.
Katara, Sokka, will these people cooperate long enough to get out of the canyon?
I don't think so, Aang. The Zhangs really wronged the Ganjins. They ambushed Jin Wei and stole the sacred orb.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, Katara, what are you talking
Now
about?
it's going to make them
Wei Jin
fight
didn't
because they
steal
both
the
heard
orb.
different
He
stories.
was returning it to their village gate and was wrongfully punished by the Ganjin.
Not punished enough, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Now I need your help.
Made them
Let's
take
get everyone
sides.
together at the base of the canyon wall. Please, everyone. As soon as we get out of here, we can eat, and then go our separate ways. But I need you all to put your heads together and figure out a way up this cliff.
Maybe the Zhang can climb the wall with their long, disgusting fingernails.
Maybe they don't want to clip them.
Forgot that to the Ganjin, unclipped fingernails is a crime.
Maybe they
punishable
don't
by
have
20 years
fingernail
in
clippers.
jail.
Harsh words won't solve problems. Action will.
Perhaps the Avatar is.
That could
Yes,
be.
perhaps he is.
Yeah, they're going to take it the wrong way. No, Aang.
Harsh words will never solve our problems.
Action will.
Meaning, let's go beat the shit out of each other. He didn't want that.
To the death, and let this be the end of this rivalry.
You know, I take it back. Harsh words aren't so bad.
This is the last thing you should be doing when you need to get out of here. Oh. Oh no! You cut the pigtail!
Is that food? Everyone smuggled food down here?
Yep, they were thinking because the other person was thinking because the other person was thinking.
Without a snack for a day? You are all awful.
What? Pudding?
So hungry. Is that
For custard.
in that tart?
That facial expression. Uh-oh.
Oh no! That's a lot of canyon crawlers.
We barely survived one.
They're coming back for me. They've had a taste, and they're coming back for
And
me.
you can't do shit.
Sokka, wait! I don't care about this stupid feud. I just want us to get out of here alive.
Me too. I only took their side because they fed me.
Felt like you had to for at least a minute because you got a free meal. Shit. I guess these guys don't die in one hit. Little water whip action. Well, they're looking for the food?
Everybody, watch me do what I do.
Throw it off or something? Make that bait them and then throw it off the cliff? Oh, or not. You're gonna ride him like a bull.
Now follow me. We're riding out of this hole.
I like that. I didn't even think of that. But these guys, obviously, this is their habitat they'd be able to climb. Good shit.
Everyone, get off!
We made it!
And now they're gonna jump off, right? Or, well, climb down. That's what I thought the initial thing would have been, was that.
And I never knew you Zhangs were so reliable in a pit.
Well, there you go.
Perhaps we're not so different after all.
Too bad we can't rewrite history.
Or you can start from the beginning.
Stole our sacred
Start
ore
fresh.
from Jinwei.
I know those guys.
Yes, yes, we're all aware of the story.
Oh, he probably knows the real
I
story
really
then.
knew them. I might not look it, but I'm 112 years old. I was there 100 years ago on the day you're talking about. There seems to be a lot of confusion about
convenient.
what happened. First of all, Jin Wei and Wei Jin weren't enemies. They were brothers. Twins, in fact.
What?
And most importantly, they were
Wait, they
just
were
playing
eight?
a game. The sacred orb from the legend, that was the ball. And the eastern and western gates were the goalposts.
What the
Jin
fuck?
Wei had the ball and was running toward the goal when he fell and fumbled it. Wei Jin didn't steal the ball. He picked it up and started running it back toward the other goal. But he stepped out of bounds. So the official...
And there's a panda?
Not for 20 long years, but for 2 short minutes.
So all this fighting is over one of them getting a timeout? Who knows? Wouldn't it be so funny? You think about so many stories from history. What if one of the stories from hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago is something as basic as that? And like, God, you never know. That's an extreme, but it's amazing.
No stealing and no putting anyone in prison. Just a game.
Just a
You're
game
saying the
between
sacred orb is actually a
8-year-olds.
sacred ball?
Nope. Just a regular ball.
It wasn't
What about
sacred.
our tribe's redemption
It was
ritual?
bouncy.
That's what the game was called. Redemption. As soon as someone got the ball from one goal to the other, everyone would yell, "Redemption!" don't get me wrong. Wei Jin was kind of a slob, and Jinwei was a little stuffy. That much is true. But they respected each other's differences enough to share the same playing field.
So they were
I
all...
suppose it's time we forget the past.
And look to the future.
That was a lot of wasted time for them fighting.
Let us travel to the Earth Kingdom capital as one tribe.
I'm going to.
That was so easy, though. Now they're
That's some luck you knew Jin
together
Wei.
forever. Maybe they won't
You
argue.
could call it luck, or you could call it lying.
I didn't know
You made
that,
the
but...
whole thing up.
Oh, my God.
You did not.
He lied.
That is so wrong.
Now where's that custard tart? I'm
It
starving.
did sound ridiculous, but this show has some ridiculous things, so it wouldn't have surprised me. I got duped. I got completely duped there. Was I the only one? Did any of you guys tell me? Did any of you guys actually fall for that as well? Because he's lived that long, it could be the truth. So I didn't even question it, even how ridiculous it was. I wanted it. Maybe I just wanted that to be the truth. But man, God, I guess it was really smart of him to, bend the truth. I guess he's good at bending air and the truth. I see why he did it, and creatively he put them together, and they had to believe him because it was believable because it was the Avatar telling them that. But man, I feel lied to. I really believed it. It wouldn't have surprised me it was something so basic. Ozzy. Is he dreaming? Yeah, he's definitely he's definitely dreaming.
I need you, Aang. I need you too.
Humongous Momo, and my brain has to take a second. Is he dreaming?
Be careful, guys. Guys? Gyatso?
Why did you disappear?
I didn't mean to.
Bad dream.
We need you, Aang.
And a bad storm. The title of the
What's going
episode,
on?
The
Did we get
Storm.
captured again?
And a bad storm.
It's nothing. I just had a bad dream. Go back to sleep.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Are you all right, Aang?
I'm okay.
You seem to be having a lot of nightmares lately. You want to tell me about it?
I think I just need some rest.
You guys want to hear about my dream?
No.
That's okay. I didn't want to talk about it anyway.
I think Aang's dreams are probably cooler.
Look at those clear skies, buddy. Should be some smooth flying.
Well, we better smoothly fly ourselves to a market, because we're out of food.
Guys, wait. This was in my dream. We shouldn't go to the market.
What happened in your dream?
Food eats people. Also, Momo could talk.
I mean, is that much different than Aang's? Aang's is Momo was huge, and they were riding on huge versions of things. Maybe he's not so off here.
A storm is approaching from the north. I suggest we alter our course and head southwest.
Was Aang's dream a premonition that a storm was coming then?
Prince Zuko, consider the safety of the crew.
The safety of the crew doesn't matter. Finding the Avatar is far more important than any individual's safety.
He doesn't mean that.
Priorities.
He's just all worked up.
Everybody has their own.
Good. It's perfect. I'm telling you.
I don't know if I like the sound of that swishing.
Swishing means it's ripe. It's the ripe juices swishing around, huh?
I think
She
it's
trying to
true,
get a good
Katara.
deal?
Swishing means it's ripe.
I just realized we're out of money anyway.
Ah,
And this is how you haggle.
You're crazy. It's a nice day. No clouds, no wind, no nothing. So quit your nagging, woman.
Everybody
Maybe
thinks
we
there's
should
gonna be a
find
storm.
Some shelter?
Are you kidding? Shelter from what?
My joints say there's going to be a storm. A bad one.
Well, it's your joints against my brain.
Then I hope your brain can find someone else to haul that fish, cause I ain't coming.
Then I'll find a new fish hauler.
looks
Looks like your uncle was right about the storm after all.
Lucky guess.
Lieutenant, you'd better learn some respect, or I will teach it to you.
What do you know about respect? The way you talk to everyone around here, from your hardworking crew to your esteemed uncle, shows you know nothing about respect.
You're gonna get thrown overboard or
You
something.
don't care about anyone but yourself. Then again, what should I expect from a spoiled prince?
Wrong words.
Easy now.
Or a duel.
Enough. We're all a bit tired from being at sea so long. I'm sure after a bowl of noodles, everyone will feel much better.
Noodle solves everything.
I don't need your help keeping order on my ship.
Not the 25-cent ramen, though. We need the good ramen.
I can't back out just because of some bad weather.
The boy with the tattoos has some sense. You should listen to him.
Boy with tattoos. Airbender tattoos. Well, I'll be a hog monkey's uncle. You're the Avatar, ain't you?
That's right.
Well, don't
Easily
be so
recognizable
smiley
now.
about it. The Avatar disappeared for 100 years. You turned your back on the world.
Don't yell at him.
He just
I would never
dreamed
turn
about
his back
that.
on anyone.
Oh, he wouldn't.
He
huh?
probably hears that
Then
in
I
his
guess
bad
I
dreams all the
must have
time.
Imagine the last 100 years of war and suffering.
Aang is the bravest person I know. He has done nothing but help people and save lives since I met him. It's not his fault he disappeared, right, Aang? Aang, what's wrong?
This is... See, this is the exact reason why he probably has these bad dreams in the first place. Is because of that. That's his exact... Like, deep down is probably his exact negative thoughts. Is about everyone blaming him, all these bad things, and now it's physically... I mean, it's physically right in front of him, a complaint like that. That's the reason why he gets bad dreams.
Hey! They
Good.
left without saying goodbye.
Your friends ain't too polite, are they?
I know. This one time, I was...
Yeah. Get below deck.
Yay, Sokka gets punished to spend time with him. No.
I'm sorry for running away.
It's okay. That fisherman was way out of line.
Actually, he wasn't.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it.
It has to do with your dream, doesn't it?
That's what he's been thinking about.
Talk to me.
Well, it's kind of a long story.
They all care about him.
Fire going.
He just has to know he's not alone.
First, you form the ball. Then you gotta get on quick.
That's much needed.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, here goes.
Quick, get on!
But very possibly
Kinda have to balance
dangerous.
on it like it's a top.
Man, that's hard.
Where'd you learn that trick, Aang? I made it up. Wow!
Aang, come with us. We need to speak with you.
Learning this probably changes
You know it's me.
everything for him too.
We have known you with the Avatar for some time. Do you remember these?
Those were some of my favorite toys when I was little.
You chose them from among thousands of toys, Aang. The toys you picked were the 4 Avatar relics.
So they have tests to figure out who the Avatar is. But I mean, I guess that's how else are you going to be able to find out who the actual Avatar is? Every cycle of people or whatever, when they get reincarnated, I guess there's a certain thing they have to test every time.
Normally, we would have told you of your identity when you turned 16. But there are troubling signs. Storm clouds are gathering.
So a storm then too.
War may be upon us, young Avatar.
I'm sick of taking his orders, and I'm tired of chasing his avatar. I mean, who does Zuko think he is?
Do you really want to know?
General Iroh, we were just...
It's okay. May I join you?
Of Of course, sir.
Can't be easy for
Try
him to.
understand.
Sorry, I'm gonna pause a lot more because I don't want to talk on this. He definitely cares about his nephew, and it can't be easy hearing all these people talking crap all the time about his nephew when he probably knows him the best.
And my nephew is a complicated young man. He has been through much.
Let me in.
Prince Zuko, what's wrong?
I want to go into the war chamber, but the guard won't let me pass.
You're not missing anything, trust me. These meetings are dreadfully boring.
If I'm going to rule this nation one day, don't you think I need to start learning as much as I can?
He seems way happier.
But you must promise not to speak. These old folks are a bit sensitive, you know.
A dangerous battalion of their strongest earthbenders and fiercest warriors. So I am recommending the 41st Division.
But the 41st is entirely new recruits. How do you expect them to defeat a powerful Earth Kingdom battalion?
I don't. They'll be used as a distraction while we mount an attack from the rear.
Sorry, guys. I just realized I didn't have the subtitles on, so I apologize for the first half. I was not was not paying attention to the subtitles because it's English. So sorry about that, guys. That rely on them.
What better to use as bait than fresh meat?
You can't sacrifice an entire division like that. Those soldiers love and defend our nation. How can you betray them?
Zuko was right, you see. But it was not his place to speak out. And there were dire consequences.
So this is why he's off on his own and stuff? He wouldn't be able to be a normal kid.
Game you can play with the air scooters. Great.
Lose part of his childhood, really.
What's going on?
Now that you're the Avatar, it's kind of an unfair advantage for whichever team you're on.
But I'm still the same. Nothing's changed.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that.
So what? I can't play?
That's the only fair way.
Everyone else would look at him a different way, too.
Sorry, Aang.
Okay, now who wants to have Jinju on their team?
That's a lot of stink.
Hey.
That was a little too obvious.
You're playing games with him? The Avatar should be training.
Aang has already trained enough for today.
Time is short. Come with me. I must test you on some high-level techniques.
No. As long as I am his guardian, I will decide when he trains. And when he gets his butt kicked at Pai Sho.
So some of these people care more about the Avatar as the Avatar, not Aang as the Avatar, but just the Avatar in general and what is going to happen. But his guardian there actually cares about him and is letting him, at least to some extent, be a child, because I think he understands that Aang is now he's completely away from he's away from kids. He can't spend time like he doesn't have a normal life anymore. So that's going to slowly probably depress him and make him sad and not be. You need a little bit of time, regardless of how big. He's still a kid. I mean, I understand why the other people are doing that, but it's good to have someone like that in his life.
He said that Prince Zuko's challenge of the general was an act of complete disrespect. And there was only one way to resolve this.
One mistake, one outburst.
Right. Zuko looked upon the old general he had insulted and declared that he was not afraid. But Zuko misunderstood. When he turned to face his opponent, he was surprised to see it was not the general.
Is it?
Zuko had spoken out against the general's plan. But by doing so in the Fire Lord's
Because it's the Fire Lord disrespect.
The Fire Lord whom he had disrespected.
So he has to face his dad.
Have to do his own father.
So fucked up.
Then, just when I was starting to feel better, something worse happened.
See, that's first of all, there's a lot of story being shoved in like 5 minutes here, so I'm pausing frequently. Holy crap. Like Zuko, no wonder he wouldn't be able to, you know, where he's at right now makes a lot more sense. It's different fighting a general, somebody that's, you know, either not part of your family or whatever, and somebody you didn't even really disrespect. Obviously, he didn't want to disrespect his dad, but now he has to face his dad like that. There's no way he would be able. I mean, that's just tough. That's so tough.
I know you mean well, but you are letting your affection for the boy cloud your judgment.
All I want is what is best for him.
Exactly.
What we need is what's best for the world. You and Aang must be separated. The Avatar will be sent away to the Eastern Air Temple to complete his training.
Oh. So is this how he eventually gets frozen or gone forever? It must lead to that.
How could they do that to me? They wanted to take away everything I knew and everyone I loved.
Whoa, hot cinders.
I'm sorry I got so mad.
He's not just sad, he has anger built up too.
Sent you away like that.
Well,
He's not
that's
perfect.
not exactly what happened.
Did he run away?
I'm not going to let them take you away from me. Aang?
Yeah, he must have ran away.
I never saw Gyatso again.
Wow. He never got closure or anything on them. And all he remember, no wonder he's sad and having these bad dreams and stuff. He never got to make up with any of them.
Next thing I knew, I was waking up in your arms after you found me in the iceberg.
Wow.
You ran away.
And then the Fire Nation attacked our temple. My people needed me and I wasn't there to help.
You don't know what would have...
The world needed me and I wasn't there to help.
Aang.
The fisherman was right. I did turn my back on the world.
You're being too hard on yourself. Even if you did
You're
run
so
away,
young.
I think it was meant to be.
Maybe another reason why, you know, things didn't go the right way that they wanted was they even said that the age normally they tell them that they're the Avatar is 16, but they tried to rush it. And maybe that is part, because all the Avatars before that didn't have this type of issue, didn't freeze for 100 years or whatever, or for however long. So maybe that had something to do with it as well. I mean, you're kind of right, and that's why he's feeling the way he is. He didn't get that all the time he would normally get to grow up a bit and live a semi-normal life.
You give people hope.
When Prince Zuko saw that it was his father who had come to duel him, he begged for mercy.
Please, Father. I only had the Fire Nation's best interest at heart. I'm sorry I spoke out of turn.
You will fight for your honor.
I meant you no disrespect.
He can't fight
I am
him.
your loyal son.
Rise and fight, Prince Zuko.
I won't fight you.
You will learn respect, and suffering will be your teacher.
This is so worse than tough love. That's how he got his scar. By his dad.
I always thought that Prince Zuko was in a training accident.
It was no
What an atrocity.
After the duel, the Fire Lord said that by refusing to fight, Zuko had shown shameful weakness.
Is this the world's worst dad?
This meant he was banished and sent to capture the Avatar.
Exactly. He had a, well, just like, I'm seeing kind of the similarities to some extent. I mean, there's a big contrast, but there is some similarities between Aang's situation and Zuko's. I like how they're kind of showing these back to back. First of all, it's really showing that Zuko kind of is a secondary main character. It's been feeling like that since the beginning of the show, really. It's because it shows them on another side. We get kind of two perspectives, but Zuko really, I mean, God, talk about bad child. They both have had bad childhoods and different sides, but Zuko, it makes sense why he would be so driven to do this. Until he does this, he just wants to please his father. Like that's all he wanted. And there's only one thing he can do. The thing is, I don't even think that's going to solve anything. I really think this dad is just, I don't know. It's bad. It's the best way I can say it. That's bad.
Things will never return to normal. But the important thing is, the Avatar gives Zuko hope.
And that's why he continues to follow him.
It's okay. You're safe.
But my husband isn't.
Well, there's the storm.
Where's Sokka?
They haven't returned. They should have been back by now. And this storm is becoming a typhoon. They're caught out at sea.
Well, ain't that interesting?
I'm going with you.
I'm staying here.
We'll be back soon. I promise.
I don't think they have a very happy marriage.
Where will we hit?
I don't know. Look!
It is kind of funny that Aang has to go save the person that was crap talking him so much. What the? At first I thought he was doing lightning bolts. I was gonna say, is he Thor?
The Avatar!
What do you want to do, sir?
Let him go. We need to get this ship to safety.
Priorities.
Then we must head directly into the eye of the storm.
That's, you know, a little improvement there. He actually put everybody else's safety on top of getting the Avatar. Baby steps to self-improvement.
Hang on to the rope.
Does this old guy deserve his help? Not really, but maybe this will change his mind and look at Aang differently. Yup, this is the perfect time to activate those powers.
Uncle, I'm sorry.
Your apology is accepted.
I think I like Zuko a little better than I did. Like, I didn't hate him or anything, but this really humanizes both of them, really. Aang being the Avatar that could easily be unhumanized, and Zuko, with his personality and how he acts and his status, could easily be unhumanized.
Oh, what if instead of an apology, I give him a free fish and we call it even?
Sweet, I don't eat meat.
Fish ain't meat.
I can't make guesses about how things would have turned out if I hadn't run away. I'm here now and I'm going to make the most of it.
I don't think you're gonna have those nightmares anymore.
If you weren't here now, well, I guess I wouldn't be either.
There you go.
Thank you for saving my life, Avatar.
You changed somebody's mind.
It stopped raining.
Oh, it's beautiful. That was a good episode. I think I have to say that is one of my favorite episodes so far. I feel like we learned so much about Aang and Zuko, and like I said in the reaction, it really humanized both of them. And it's not, when I use that word, I'm not saying that they weren't like humans before. It's just going for the way, the positions that they're in, it really made, at least for me, made me feel like I could relate to in some way to their situations and really really kind of just understand them more so. Especially, I mean, Aang, yes, but especially Zuko. Like, man, and now what the uncle has really seen in him and why he's treated him so well, I feel like I see, and probably the audience sees now, it's like Zuko is not a bad person. It's all about situation and status situation and just circumstance. And Zuko is a victim of circumstance. Same with Aang, a victim of circumstance. They really unfortunately are put in situations that it's going to be a challenge for them. It's just bad. They're just in bad situations. Aang, I mean, I can't even imagine how much sadness is in Aang. We saw parts of that, just about never being able to resolve your life. I guess I didn't think about it like that. Like his life, he never got to make up with anybody. He left, he ran away, and normally, eventually, you would make up. They would find you, you'd get in trouble, something. Aang he doesn't get to talk to these people. They're gone, they're dead, and for him, it's just he blames everything that happened since he's gone. He blames on himself, and that will get to you. Now, what I think he should realize is, and especially I think in general, what he didn't have back in the past, he had part of it. He had somebody that was trying to help him, but now he has a situation that he has people that care about him and that are there for him, that will protect him or try to protect him and help him. I think he's in a better situation now that will that will be better for Aang, and now he can truly learn to be the Avatar. Zuko, I think him having his uncle there is amazing. I think it's the same thing. He has support. He has somebody that can help him, and that's why I can see him the way I see him, as somebody that's not a bad guy. That's I don't know. I feel like this episode was really good for extreme, and something you guys watched me for a while. I love character development. Holy crap. I feel like we just learned so much about the character. We've seen how they've grown from past to present, and I just love it. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out these episodes early and uncut over on patreon.com/AJRich123. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.